I'm from Puerto Rico, born and raised in Guaynabo, which is just outside San Juan. Food was always, it's a big part, right? It's what brings people together. And my mom being from Argentina, lots of heavy meats, right? Sausages and Italian food are based behind that. Growing up in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of the mixed cultures of the Spanish, the native food, and pretty much every Sunday we gather as a family. We always ate well. I've had the chance to work for a lot of great chefs in my come up, like Morfogen, Julian Greaves in South Florida, and then once I moved to Atlanta, that's where the career started moving up, and was able to work for Kevin Rathman for almost 6 years. By the time I got to work for Kevin, it was learning more about the people, the culture, right? How do you run a successful business? And then in 2015, the time came to start my own restaurant, Porch Light Latin Kitchen here in Smyrna, where we live. Bring the flavors of the Caribbean, Latin America. We got off to a pretty solid start, with the friends of friends and family, right? That's how it starts, and it just took off from there. It's mid-March. We were at the Atlanta Hawks, where we come out and cook for the box seats down below. Super cool, right? 2 days later, we're back at work, and then you start hearing the NBA is gonna shut down. And you're watching the news, and this doctor's talking about how when he gets his to-go food, they put it out on the porch, they open it up, they pull it out of the box, they put it on those own plates, they come back inside, they wash their hands, and then they start eating. And I'm like, how is that enjoyable? My reason for cooking is to watch you enjoy your food. But when you're having to go through this process to enjoy your food, I don't know if I want to do it anymore, right? I'm used to, the logistics of, bringing people in, sitting them down, serving them, talking to them, putting the food, order goes in. No, now we're having to re-establish our whole model of business. The dining room that used to accommodate 45 people now became a distribution center. This is the burrito table, this is the chicken table, this is the steak table, for example. To be able to be successful in this business, you have to be able to run at full capacity. It's important for me to keep this going. One, to show my children, hey, just because there's a bump on the road doesn't mean you have to, turn back. Where's your brother? Go get the plates.
The face goes into there and you shake it.
Oh, it's a bad face.
I can't see. You're like sitting here. Oh, I'm sorry.
So the red is an adobo, and it's very typical that we use in back home or in any Latin Caribbean nation. In South Florida, we used to use, just because, we're right there by the ocean, a lot of our seafood that we poached, lobsters in particular, we used to use the ocean water for that, and it was so good. I mean, it brought so much flavor. Yeah, got back from vacation. Been a, crazy 4 months, and close to 5 now since the pandemic broke out. How do we diversify the business, keep the business going, and that's what the time away gave us too. It's kind of like reanalyze and refocus, and because we don't know what the rest of the year is going to look like. You got 2 fried rice walking in. Right. Ven y me pasa otro más de queso. We can't really have people inside, so we're having people outside. I haven't been out there in a minute, so I hope to go out and see everybody having a good time and smiling and just laughing and eating and drinking and dancing, hopefully too, right? Listen, we really appreciate it. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. That's about it. I don't know any other languages. Like I do, but they're bad words. But thank you again. I mean, this means a lot. We can do this. Not every night, but when we can do it, it shows out that we're having a good time, and that's what it's all about, man. I mean, it's been weird times, yeah, weird. But it's okay. We're gonna get through this. The zombies are not coming. Just be safe, man. Be good. We'll get through this. We in this together. Gracias. Woo! Yeah, so today feels like it's day 2021, but it's actually January of 2021, which, September, October, then November hit, and after seeing people not wanting to sit outside and still doing the takeout, we still needed that extra, revenue, and so we started seating people inside the restaurant again, limited capacity. So with our small space, and we usually sit about 46 people, we're sitting close to 20 right now. Being from Puerto Rico and living here in Georgia, I've always been away from my family. I mean, since I left for college, but we were planning to go over the holidays. We're going to spend almost 3 weeks with my mom and dad, and especially my mom. She was so, I don't even. There's no happier word or elated or delighted or I can tell you so many things. But then we had to cancel the trip. There's no group gatherings, obviously. Restaurants were closing by 8:30. Malls were closed, and pools and beaches, right? We're talking an island that's surrounded by water and you can't even go use the beach. It was tough, and it really sucked. Sometimes you gotta make a tough decision that, it's probably not what you wanna do, but it's what you need to do. So I'm very fortunate. I have 3 awesome children. Andre Ryan is the oldest, 10, and then Alex, our middle child, and then about a year and a half later, our daughter Addison. But it's been cool to see, especially my daughter. She's taken a real liking towards cooking, and she's been able to help us here at the restaurant. Receiving guests when they come in the door and writing notes that we've been doing on all the to-go boxes. She helps different things, even in the kitchen sometimes. She'll come back there and just help me out, and she's awesome. When our guests come through our door, some of them have become friends, and they come and they still have their mask on, but you can see their eyes light up because they're happy to see us, and they're happy to see us here, and they know they're gonna support us in one way and keep us going, but they're also gonna fill themselves up with some good food that they enjoy. So it's cooking has to happen. The door needs to stay open. I know that I need to do this for myself, for my community, for my family.